That's right. We have our new milestone giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. That is a CGC 9.8 graded Thor #1. This cover is a Nick Klein sketch variant that is also signed by Donny Cates.
What? Are you crazy? Yes, we are. When we hit 2,000 subs, we're giving away this bad boy. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It would be much appreciated because we want to give this away, but we only can do that when we hit 2,000 subs. Let's get to the video. What up, YouTube? I'm Jim.
I'm Nate.
And we are Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and we've got another new comic book day video for you for the week of March 12th. And it is huge.
12th or 13th?
12th. Did I say 13th? I said 13th.
13th.
I'm looking at a DC book.
Yeah.
It's the 13th. Anyway, it's big, so let's get into it.
All right.
First up, we got House of Slaughter, issue number 21 from Boom Studios and The Tiny Onion.
Yes. So we're finally back here, and we've been in an upswing. The first arc was good, the second arc is bad. Well, we're into the anticipated good portion.
Okay.
This is from the same writer that's done all of the good portions, Tate Brownball. Unfortunately, Chris Sheehan isn't on the art, but I'm sure Antonio Fuso is amazing. I'm ready for some good House of Slaughter because I've had 8 months of bad, so I'm ready. I'm ready for some good.
Right.
We are telling Jace stories again, and apparently this is his final arc. So
all right, love the cover. Not reading the book, but love the cover.
Very good cover.
All right, after that we have I Heart Skull Crusher, issue number 1 from Boom Studios. This is a Boom #1, and we know what we think about Boom #1s, but it also has this kind of manga feel to it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm here for it.
Yeah, this is from a well-known writer too. Josie Campbell has done some work before. She is actually the one that is taking over Shazam for Mark Waid. So, she's doing some stuff.
All right.
I don't know. This just looks manga-y, cute.
Looks like fun.
One. Looks like fun. So
I'm also expecting for skulls to be crushed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. After that, we have from Boom's Boombox Zawa, issue number 5.
Yeah, this is our last issue. So you've been here for the past 5 months. You know how much I love this series. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of good hidden, messages. A little bit dig for them, but I don't know. It's great.
Yeah.
And this is one of the most beautiful books out there. And I, of course, will be picking up cover B, which is the Ryan Gonzalez variant.
Well, now I got to show it. Whenever you say that, I got to show it. Because I just can't not. I mean, no, it's good.
I mean, it's Ryan Gonzalez. If you know who that is, exactly.
Yeah, no, there's some good Marvel Snap cards with this guy on it too. As a good cover.
It's a woman.
Sorry, their cover.
I mean, Brian, I get it.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, moving on. All right, next up we have from Image Comics and Jeff Lemire, Fish Flies, issue number 5. And this is potentially probably one of your picks of the week. I mean, you've been.
It's almost impossible for it not to be. Yeah, we're 4 issues in, and 3 of the 4 issues have been my pick of the week. This is one of my favorite comic books of all time already. It's probably because it's more personal than anything. Being a girl dad definitely hits on a lot of chords here, but the atmosphere of this book is amazing. The story is very interesting and absolutely wild. It is peak Jeff Lemire, so I'm super excited for this book.
Oh yeah, dope. And it's a thick book too, isn't it? It's thick.
Yeah, it's like 50 pages, 690. But we alternate months, so it works.
That's good, right? All right, next up we have Napalm Lullaby from Rick Remender, and our LCS collected was like, hey, get this book, and I was like, well, duh.
Duh.
And I'm very excited for it. Obviously, the creative team is incredibly strong on it, but you were pointing out we've got some sick alternate covers. We have a Daniel Warren Johnson cover B, which looks great, but then a 1 in 50 that is just. Let me get to it. We were just talking about this guy. We were just talking about it on our live show, and his
James Herron
looks like why aren't you doing Super Mega? Or not Super Mega. Ultra Mega. Yeah, man. Come on, guy. Anyway, I am looking forward to this. I am looking forward to this book.
Yeah.
Do we talk about it?
Also, yes. The one thing that I really enjoy about this too is that it seems like it's Rick Remender, and he likes to criticize bullshit institutions, and this is a very religious based story. The main character is basically raised by a cult to believe he's a god. So yeah, I'm ready for all that.
Dope. I'm super excited. Super excited. After that, we've got the One Hand issue number 2 from Ram V. This continuous story, detective, noir, sci-fi detective trying to find this killer. And we've got another comic book that's connected to it, The Six Fingers, right? And so we've got a really unique play between two writers writing the same story but from different perspectives. And so this is the detective, and it's a little bit more grittier. It's a little bit more just kind of, yeah, just really like, and that's not, I'm saying that's a bad thing. That's just what we're doing over here.
The first issue was almost as perfect as you can get a debut comic book to me. Not just because of the subject matter and the themes and the tone, but just like execution. I think it
Good.
was really perfect execution too. I think the only reason why it didn't hit pick of the week was because there's a tiny book. But
There's just a lot
this has
going
been
on there.
really, really, really good. I anticipate it to stay great.
What I love about this book is like the detective is just so honed in and educated, and you're like, the story just feels completely different
Hmm.
than with the perspective of the Six Fingers, which is like this dude that's running out on his luck and is just having like bad circumstance after bad circumstance. So it's like miscommunication
Right.
almost. So we'll see how it goes, but interesting. All right, our last independent book of the night, and that's from Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers issue number 6. This is the last book that Daniel Warren Johnson will be doing the artwork for. Take a shot, pour one out, whatever you want to do. But this one seems to, he is hitting the chord, the sentimental chord here pretty hard. So, Nate, you never really experienced this, but when the original animated Transformers movie came out in 1986, Hasbro thought it was a great idea to kill off a bunch of different Transformers, including Optimus
Optimus
Prime,
Prime. Is that who's on the
which,
cover here?
yes, which pissed off a ton of people.
Yeah.
And the reason why they did it was for merchandising purposes. We'll launch a whole new line of toys. We'll get a bunch of new different figures that kids are gonna love, and it pissed everybody off. And then they brought him back. Daniel Warren Johnson, don't do me dirty. Don't kill Optimus Prime. I will be very frustrated if you do that. I'm sure he will, because he probably wants to feel that same thrill that all those Hasbro execs had when they decided to do that. Anyway, I am looking forward to this issue. This has been incredibly fun. I mean, it's Daniel Warren Johnson. We're getting all the great hits. His artwork is phenomenal. His writing is exceptional. Yeah, I mean, there are a bunch of books this week that have potential on it, potential pick of the week, but this is definitely up there as one of my patois.
I'm only worried about the tonal shift that we're gonna have to have when he's
Right.
no longer on the art. Like, I'm sure the
Yeah.
voices will still sound amazing because he's still writing it,
Right.
but he's just that good on art that the tone and the direction really, his art is really drives those forces, and so I am a
I
little nervous.
No, I think your nervousness is valid, but I will say that Jorge Corona, I believe, is up to the task. I mean, that's a
I think
big
he is
dude.
too, and I
Yeah.
think when I heard it was him, I said, "Okay, uh, I'll slow down a little bit, and I won't
Yeah.
panic as much."
We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure he's going to do great, but you're right though. It does stink that he's not there. But Daniel Warren Johnson, maybe he's doing another Beta Ray Bill. We'll have to wait and see. We have stayed on this book way too long. Let's move on. All right, let's jump over to Marvel. We're going to kick it off with Avengers Twilight, book number 4 from Chip Zdarsky. We didn't have a live show when book 3 came out, but it was my pick of the week, which is insane because this has been more of a silly goose time. But man, book 3 was really good, especially when Thor showed up. Like when Thor showed up, you're like, oh shit, it's getting real.
Yeah.
Cap stole Tony from his son over on the island, the Rift Island or whatever it's called, where all the bad guys are, and then Thor shows up to save the day because Cap is getting his ass kicked by James Stark, and he just looks like this in the comic. And Alex Ross has done an amazing job here too, and I cannot wait for this issue. I'm really excited, and you know what? I will say this iteration of Thor's outfit makes me wish this is what he looked like in Al Ewing's Thor. Like I know everyone's all, oh, classic Thor, he looks great. No, I thought there was an incredible injustice done to Thor when they wiped his redesign by Donny Cates and Nick Klein, or was it Nick Klein? Yeah, Nick Klein. And I just think the way Thor looks right now just looks fucking metal as shit. And I want more. I want Thor to look metal as shit. That's just me.
All right, fair enough.
I'm just saying, man.
No, hey, fair enough.
This is the God King right here. You know what I mean? Not this wing shit. I'm just all right. Let's move on. Dead X-Men issue number 3. Hate me in the comments. I don't care. We're doing this time travel thing. This is actually a pretty strong X-Men book, which is surprising to say with the current state of X-Men books. But we've got this team that's trying to pinpoint Moira and trying to stop this other version of Moira who is out to make sure that Moira always wins rather than the mutants or the AI. It's really cool. But what I like about this the most, and I've said it before, is that this group that Xavier has put together to pinpoint her is doing his dirty work, and they have no clue that what they're doing is going to be the linchpin into wiping Krakoa off the timeline. Mm-hmm. And they're doing the dirty work, and it sucks for them. But I like it. It's really good. The writing is good. The character selection of the team is good. I'm excited for it, which is hard to say for a lot of X-Men books right now. Yeah.
Yes, whatever you say.
All right.
This is on the ban list.
Yeah. Other X book that's coming up is Fall of House of X, issue number 3 from Gary Jerry. Issue 2 was kind of a little bit of a disappointment, in my opinion. It just felt incredibly rushed, and we're just trying to get, I've said it before. Gary Jerry has been given the impossible task of trying to stretch out, yet also speed up the end of the Krakoa era. And it just feels like he's been put in a corner, and now he's doing what he has to do to just get out of it. And I will reluctantly hope that there's a bounce back here, even though the thing that I've loved so much for the past couple of years is dying. I want it to go out strong, and right now it doesn't feel like that. So I'm hoping there's a rebound. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah. All right, let's talk about a book that both of us are reading, and that is Immortal Thor, issue number 8, At the Mercy of His Mother Gaia. So we're looks like Ewing is going. He was a fundamental part of introducing the idea of Gaia being Thor's original mother, not I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name either.
You know what I'm talking about.
She's been completely dropped since Aaron's run into.
Yeah, Asgardian mother. But this has me intrigued. Mm-hmm. The past 2 issues have been great for you. They've been okay for me. So I'm hoping for a little bit of a rebound for my reading. But we'll see. I this has me a little intrigued, even though when the idea of Gaia being Thor's mom was floated out there, I was like, kind of dumb. But then I kind of liked it. The only thing that I'll say is we never got the book that was supposed to really explain that. It just kind of happened.
Right. That's very true.
Yeah.
I'm, of course, loving this book. I am
different
interested
artist,
to
though,
see.
Right? We have a different artist.
I was just about to say, for the next 2 issues, we have a different artist, and I am interested to see the impact of the art change. Again, not a judgment of Robertson or anything like that, but Kokulu is like a driving force when he does books.
Right.
And so I am curious to see if the tonal shift with him being gone drop the quality of the book, or if this guy's just going to balls out and keep it up, or what's going on. Curious about that.
Well, I'm looking up. So, what we like to do when these things kind of happen to books that we absolutely love or are really into, I like to look at the art, okay, how is this art style? What is this going to look like? Mm-hmm. Right. So we've had a style there for a minute, and I will say his artwork looks phenomenal, but it is drastically different than what we're used to in the book. I mean, it's almost more realistic than it is the previous one. And that's not a criticism on the artist book, but I think I'm right there with you. Like, how different will this book feel because Marvel has decided to switch up the artist for 2 issues because they're giving their artist a break, where rather they couldn't find someone to mimic the style. Like, come on, we can do better. Do better. All right. Next up, we have Ultimate Black Panther issue number 2. Both of us were huge fans of issue number 1. We were not part of the growing voices of people saying that this book wasn't doing anything different. I think it is, and it's fun. It's It's super fun. I borderline silly goose time, but there's just there's enough in here that it's like, oh, this is actually like really fucking cool with Khonshu and the Moon Knight kind of being a driving, and Ra being this driving force of evil, which is kind of crazy. And then we've got, we know that Storm's about to show up. She showed up in the first issue, and it was like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Yeah, I like everyone's role so far and how it's. I know it's been one issue, but
right,
been loving it.
Hey, I'm interrupting the video. It's only because I've got something really important to tell you. I know you know what we're giving away when we hit 2,000 subscribers. I gotta let you know about what we're giving away when we hit 1,250 subscribers. We're giving away this Uncanny X-Men #1 signed by Jim Chung, CGC grade 9.8. When we hit 1,250 subscribers, you could potentially win this, but you have to be subscribed to our channel. So hit that sub button, ring that bell, give us a like. Let's get back to the video, shall we? All right, let's jump over to DC, and we're going to kick it off with Batman and Robin issue #7, and Flatline's back. And I'm super stoked. I'm super excited for that because Flatline was one of the coolest things that came out of Williamson's Robin run. And the dynamic between Damian and Flatline. And so I hope she's here for a while. And I kind of hope she puts Batman in like the back seat, like in the back, like in the trunk, and like didn't show up because he's just so out of place in this book right now. It's embarrassing. But Flatline, give me more Flatline. Give me more Flatline and Damian doing superhero things, but also doing slice of life things.
Yeah. And it is not just Flatline coming back. Simone DeMeo is actually back on the book.
Yay!
Our original artist who hasn't been here since issue 3.
Oh my god!
Is now back on the book.
Thank God.
And he's on the book for at least the next 3 issues.
All right. Well,
just when this book was starting to fade a little bit for me, you got 2 things bringing
made
back.
my fucking day right there. That's awesome. All right, our last book of the night and our last DC book of the night, and that is Green Lantern issue #9, Escape from Earth. It looks like Hal is gonna try his hardest to get out of that fucking atmosphere and past Earth just to figure out what the hell's going on. And I am actually genuinely intrigued. The last issue I thought was really good. I don't know. I don't remember what your thoughts were on it, but
it was pretty good. I had some
oh yeah,
problems with it, but
that was the issue where we found out that the Earth Federation had their new versions of lanterns and they could fucking change the colors of their color of the ring at will.
Yes.
Which has got me super stoked. So yeah, I am very excited for this book, which probably percentage-wise, like odds-wise, this book's probably going to suck. It's probably just like you can't go high and then be like, oh, we're going to go even higher. Usually, most times there's a dip. So great. I just brought myself down.
No, this is going to be good. We've got our main artist on here. I think if we keep going down this path where we're starting to head off Earth, I think we're in a really good shape. But like the trope of the rings and stuff is starting to die. So
interesting. Well, it does
let's
look
get
like
out there and get answers like the synop or the solicitations say.
It looks like Hal's taking a poop.
It does, but man, do I love the texture of that art.
But he's pushing.
I mean, you would probably be pushing that hard too if you're trying to break.
No. I'm just saying, like, we'd be lying to ourselves if he didn't like he's not pooping himself right now.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
if you're pushing that hard, like,
yeah.
What a way to end this new comic book day video. But thank you for watching. That's going to do it for this new comic book day video for the week of March 13th. Got it right that time. Let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What's your pick of the week? And what are you going to read first? We'd love to know. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It'd be much appreciated as we're on the road to 1,250 subscribers, but we can't do it without your support. So please make sure to hit all damn buttons so we can get all damn views. All the algorithm nonsense. Catch us live this Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll talk about all these books and more. It's going to be a silly goose time. It's going to be a great time. And we love hanging out with y'all and just talking about comics. So please make sure to hit us up live. As always, fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. Later.